Hi, I'm Dan from Stoker Specialty Coffee, and here I'm going to demonstrate how to brew using a Moccamaster. Now, the Moccamaster is of Dutch heritage, and the design and usability has changed very little since the late 60s, which is a good thing. It's simple, it's easy to use, and can produce fantastic tasting coffee. You can brew between 2 and 10 cups at a time, so, well, it's perfect for brewing at home. Now, this is the select model, and what that means, it has a little function, a little switch that enables you to brew either a full jug or a half jug. And the difference being is that the flow rate is faster for the full jug and the flow rate is slower for the half jug. So it's a nice little feature that's been added to the Moccamaster. Okay, so even though this is an automatic brewer, we still need to consider our coffee to water ratio. And we're going to go for 60 grams of ground coffee to every litre of water. For this demonstration, I'm going to do a half jug. So I'm going to use 30 grams of ground coffee to 500 mils of water. So step one, we need to wet our filter paper. So we take out the cone and grab our filter paper, and I usually give it a little bend at the seams here. So when you place it in the cone, it sits in there nice and snug. So now I'm going to give this a bit of water. So on these modern ones, basically it has a stop valve underneath so it doesn't leak through, which is really nice. Now all you need to do is discard of the unwanted water. You can pop this on here, and there's a little lever, and if you pull it up, you can get rid of the water, like so. Perfect. So now I can add my 30 grams of ground coffee. So I've ground this just coarser than sand, the texture of sand, and I'm going to add this in now. I always give this a little shake just to level it off, and now you can pop it back into the Moccamaster. Okay, now we can add our water. So I've measured out 500 mils. I'm just going to add this into the back of the Moccamaster here. Okay, and pop this back on top so we don't get any dust in there. All right, so I'm going to tell you a little hack now which should improve the Moccamaster brewing. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a bloom. Similarly to what you would do when you were doing pour-over filter, we're going to do a bloom with the Moccamaster. So you need a timer at the ready, and make sure you're on the correct switch. So I'm doing half, which is good. And then simply all you do is you turn on the Moccamaster. So this will start to heat up the water. And then as soon as the water covers all of the coffee grounds, I'm going to press start on my timer. Now, the reason for the bloom, as I said, it's similar to, say, if you're brewing a V60. The reason for the bloom is because you want the ground coffee to start releasing CO2. And this will help towards a much more balanced brew. So now I can start my timer, which is great. And as soon as that is all covered, which it is now, I'm going to turn the Moccamaster off, like so. And I'm going to leave it for 30 seconds. So this is a nice little hack, a nice little tip to improve your Moccamaster experience. This is not by any means essential. You could just start the Moccamaster, walk away, come back in a few minutes, and your coffee will be ready. But this is quite a nice little tip. Okay, we're approaching our 30 seconds now, so I'm going to start the Moccamaster up again. And all I'm going to do now is let it do its thing. It's going to extract the coffee all the way through, and we should end up with a wonderful brew at the end. The coffee I'm using today is, of course, from Stoker, and this is a washed processed coffee from Peru. And this is a really beautiful coffee. It's got really elegant acidity. I think it's got acidity like white wine. It's got a kind of like lemonade sparkle, super, super nice. And it's got this really syrupy mouthfeel and body. So really, really good. It works really well for the Moccamaster, I think, as well. So another little feature on the Moccamaster, we've got a little hot plate here. And the hot plate is designed, obviously, to keep the coffee warm. Personally, I prefer to make smaller batches with the Moccamaster because I find that if I make a larger batch and leave it there for a long time, it can burn on the hot plate. So yeah, just a little tip again. But that is pretty much it. Yeah, let it do its thing and enjoy the coffee. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys. If you are interested in buying a Moccamaster, we currently have them in stock at Stoker in this beautiful matte black finish. Very, very nice. But other than that, happy brewing.